This is another episode of Talks with Tyler ISD, a podcast about the passionate people who have a heart for students. This podcast is brought to you by Texas Bank and Trust. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Talks with Tyler ISD. I'm your host, Jennifer Hines, and today we have with us Dr. NaTasha Crain, who was recognized as our District Principal of the Year. Congratulations. What an honor it is to have you here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, we're super excited to have you on here because you are a rock star. You have just done so much here in the last few years. It's unreal. You are currently the principal at Jones Elementary. Tell us a little bit about your background prior to that, because you've also been an assistant principal, a teacher. Tell us about that.
So I've had K through 12 experience at this point. I started out as an English teacher. My very first job was at Karnak. It was a 7 through 12 school. So that was my first year where I taught all the things. I got to teach 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, Spanish, all the things there. That was my very first year, and it was a great year because it was such a small school, and so everyone knew everyone. Then I moved to my hometown, and I became an English teacher at Longview High School for 7 years, and there I taught 9th grade and 11th grade, as well as a literature and a publishing class.
And then you've been with Tyler ISD for 13 years. So
Yes.
tell us about all of those roles you've had.
So when I came to Tyler, my first job was a language arts facilitator. And then I stepped into the assistant principal role. My first assistant principal job was at Hubbard. And then I had the opportunity to help open Three Lakes Middle School, which is a really great learning experience. And so for the last 6 years, which has been my longest span yet, I have been the principal at Jones Elementary.
Well, wonderful. Well, tell us a little bit about where you graduated from. You are now a doctorate. You've got your doctorate, so you've definitely got a few degrees under your belt.
Yes, so my undergrad degree is from Jarvis Christian University. Then I got my teaching certificate from Laterno, and that's when I started my teaching career. I then got my master's degree from Lamar University, and just about a year ago now, I received my doctoral degree from the Baylor University.
Well, congratulations. Well, you mentioned Jarvis, and they actually recently awarded you with some award. Tell us about this. They've honored you.
Yes, so each year at homecoming, they have a pre-eminence award. And so this year, I received the Educators Leadership Award.
That's amazing. And then also the Tyler Metro Chamber of Commerce, they declared you also the Best Principal Award. So now you're the District Principal of the Year. That's really exciting. And then also I understand that you have gotten really involved in your sorority. Tell us a little bit about that as well.
Yes, I am a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. The chapter that I'm in is in Longview, which is my hometown, and it's the Epsilon Zeta Omega chapter. And so in that chapter, I am the vice president as well as the program chair. So I oversee all of the events and the programs. So with that, we go to several conferences at the local level, at the regional level, and even at the national level. So this year at the regional level in New Orleans, I received another award for education and leadership.
You just keep those awards coming. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. And then also you serve the Tyler Area Alliance of Black School Educators. Tell us a little bit about what that is for those that may not know what it is.
Yes, Tyler Area Alliance of Black School Educators is an organization for teachers, administrators, students, college students, retired teachers, anyone who has an interest in serving students of African American descent or students of color. So we service Longview, Tyler, and Marshall area, all of the smaller districts surrounding those areas, and I currently serve as the president.
Because you wouldn't be in any other position because you're such a rock star. I love to hear about all of your success here.
Thank you.
Especially in this last year, all that you've been able to accomplish, not only in your personal career, but also through your success at Jones. Tell us a little bit just about your leadership style and your educational philosophy.
My leadership style, I think, is more, I like to collaborate. I like to share when I make decisions. So I feel like I'm more of a transformative leader in that I want to grow leaders and inspire others. I'm very goal focused. And so as a leader, I want to set the vision, and then I want everyone else's input on how we're going to get there.
So how do you motivate your staff? Is there anything that you do in particular that you do to get them to rise up to that level?
Well, I think if I wasn't an educator, I would be a DJ. So I walk around with my speaker.
I love it.
And so they know that when they hear the music, it's a celebration. So we try to celebrate all the things. And so, with adults, they like celebrations too. And so when they hear the music, they get excited just like the kids. And so just inspiring them. And like I said, recognition is very important. And so we recognize big things, small things, we recognize growth. And so really just overall having that growth mindset with teachers, because then in turn they will have that growth mindset with our students. Yes. And so anything that they have accomplished, we celebrate.
That's wonderful.
Personal things, we have a sunshine committee who's really, really great. We like to decorate at Jones. And so it's just a really big occasion. So we celebrate weddings, we celebrate graduations. Of course, all of our teacher and rookie of the year celebrations are just over the top. And so
I love it.
Just making each person, when it's their time, to be noticed and to feel special.
And have their moment in the spotlight.
Their moment. Yes.
Well, talk a little bit about how you enjoy relating with the students, because that's what it's all about.
Well, again, they love the music, and
they get in on the celebrations.
Every 3 Fridays, we have Prize Patrol Friday. We celebrate Leader and Me and Abbott at that time. And so, again, that's that growth mindset that it's not always about the actual number or your grades, but if you're showing that you're a great person, if you're showing those leadership skills, then you will be recognized. And so in each classroom, we celebrate 2 students, one that is showing their leadership habit, and then one that is showing either Abbott skills that we're working on for that duration of time. So it's like every 3 weeks, but also just talking to them, getting to know them, and just leading with love. That's one thing that I have really learned in the elementary setting, is that leading with love is very important. And so when you show kids that you love them, you hug them, you nurture them, they will move mountains for you. And I've learned that over the course of the last 6 years.
Tell us a little bit more about Jones Elementary. What makes it unique and sets it apart? Because y'all have so many amazing things going on over there that people may not even be aware of.
So many great things at Jones. I absolutely love it. I love the community, the students and families. I think one of the things that really sets us apart is that we are one of the smaller schools. And so we do have a family-like environment. And so one of the things that I learned at the beginning of my tenure there is that there are like generations of families from like the Butler College area that attended Jones. And so when we have open house or meet the teacher, like the grandparents come and they all can say, like, I went to Jones when it was down the street. And so it's just interesting to hear their stories and to be a part of that. We have a high socioeconomic population. So with that, it is an opportunity to really be a community and really provide service to those families. I think one of the things that we have not ever advertised, and it's just something that we do, is that we provided Christmas every year to 2 families based on recommendations from our teachers, based on some data that we received, throughout the course of the year. And so that is something that I have been like really, really proud of, that without fail each year, our staff, we pull together, and like the whole family, from mom all the way down to the smallest child, we create a Christmas list. And they create their wish list. And some of the things that, they put on their wish list, you would be surprised, like, that's what you want for Christmas? You want a bed?
Right.
You want a washer and dryer? And so I'm just really proud that our staff...
Basic things that some people probably take for granted, and these, they want those things.
Yes, and our staff has pulled together each year and made sure that those things happen and those families get what they need, and that we can put a smile on our students' face. And when they come back with all the rest of the kids, they can really talk about, what they got for Christmas.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, you mentioned earlier that y'all are an Avid elementary campus. Tell us a little bit what Avid is and how that is incorporated into the daily life at Jones Elementary.
Yes, AVID stands for Advancement via Individual Determination, and normally it's something that you see more at the secondary level because it is a program that implements college readiness, as well as like study skills, organizational skills, and it focuses on collaboration as well. And so we are an AVID elementary campus, and so our goal in being an AVID elementary campus is to really prepare students for middle school.
And this year you had your first ever Avid signing day.
Yes.
Super exciting. Tell us about that. What all did y'all do? Because again, it's another celebration.
It is another celebration. It was a great event. In the past, we are an Avid elementary campus, but we noticed that the students that we have matriculating to middle school was low. So we set a goal with our fifth grade teachers in our Avid elementary plan this year. We said that we wanted to get at least 25% of our students moving on to Avid in middle school. And so our fifth grade team and our Avid team, we worked really hard for that. And so we only have about 35 fifth grade students, like a really small group. And from that, almost 20 of them were accepted into Avid Middle School. And so we had the idea, like if we met this goal of 25%, then we would have like an Avid signing day. We envisioned something like an NFL signing day, like a draft day. And so that was the whole plan around that. But it was just exciting for them to see that, it's at the end of the year and it's getting real for them now. Like you're getting ready to leave elementary and you're going to middle school. And so they had their Avid cords around them, and it was just a really great event for them to be proud of their work that they've done.
Yeah.
You have to have great data to move into the middle school realm of Avid. You have to have great test scores. And so it was just really a great opportunity to celebrate our academic progress at Jones, as well as their citizenship. And so it was also an opportunity for parents to celebrate and to see what they've accomplished during their elementary tenure at Jones.
Well, and I know you also have academic parent nights. There was a Super Bowl event. Tell us about some of that, where you're bringing the community in. I know you've got Career Day going on. You really do want the community to come and be alongside y'all in this educational journey for these students.
Yes, so we plan all of our events around like how can we get our families involved. We know that, our families are going to come to music events. We know that they're going to come to any carnivals or field days that we may have, but really getting those families involved in how to support us with our academic goals, as well as making it fun, of course. That is our goal as we're planning these events. And so for Super Bowl Family Fun Night, or actually we had Super Bowl Family Fun Day this year, it is a focus on working on math skills. And so the biggest attraction is the prediction board, because we want to predict like which Super Bowl teams are going to win. And so this year, of course, the Kansas City Chiefs were involved in the Super Bowl, and so some of our families are related to Patrick Mahomes, and so they really had that connection.
They had that buy-in,
and they really were hoping that he would win. And so it's just interesting to see them with their prediction board. And so we do Super Bowl fun facts, and then each grade level they create math games, and so the parents can also be involved. And then we invite some of our high school football players, and in the gym we have a variety of obstacle courses that students can participate in.
Well, that sounds so wonderful to be able to have that connection. Y'all have also this year received a $20,000 grant. Tell us what you're going to be able to do with that.
Yes, we received a $20,000 grant from TC Energy, which is a company in Houston, Texas. And so for that grant, it is going to provide, or it has provided at this point, supplies and resources to support our literacy initiative. We have classroom libraries that we've been able to really expand and develop, as well as just like, the resources such as bookshelves and things like that. But it also allows us to really expand on the family engagement opportunities that we're seeking. And so part of that grant has been provided to help us with our endeavors of promoting those family engagement events and providing, whether it's meals or whether it's like incentives or door prizes for our families, so that all of that grant encompasses those things.
Just another wonderful thing that's going on at Jones Elementary. Well, now that it's summertime, what kind of goals or focus do you have for this upcoming school year?
Well, for the upcoming school year, of course, we're already planning for that, and we're underway with our plans for the next school year. Of course, our goals are always like, what are our academic focuses going to be, depending on where we landed last year. We look at our staffing and things of that matter, and just how we can improve. And from year to year, we look at what is it that our students need based on our teacher capacity, and so we make plans for that. But hopefully in the summer, there is a little rest and relaxation there.
Yes. Hopefully you're doing some fun things as well.
Yes. So a group of my friends, we do summer concert series, and so we pick 2 or 3 concerts that we like to go to during the summer. So we have that planned. The one that I'm really excited about is seeing Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight.
Ooh.
So 2 of my favorites,
Yes.
and so I'm excited to do that. But I also, it is fun for me. Being a leader is fun. And so I am going to a leadership conference with my sorority in Chicago. So I'm excited to do that.
Oh, that'll be a lot of fun. Well, it sounds like you're getting a little bit of rest and relaxation this summer, but also, again, just that natural leadership coming out in you. So have fun at that conference. Is there anything else that you would like to share with those that might be listening to this episode that you would like to share either about yourself or about Jones or what you've got going on?
I'm always excited to share anything that's going on with Jones. It has been by far the best job that I've had in my career, which is why I stay so long. But I just want people to know that Jones is a growing place and that our kids are growing academically, and just invite anyone who wants to see all the great things that's happening at Jones. Please stop by and visit us, be a part of our community. We would love to have you.
All right. Well, it has been a pleasure talking with you today, Dr. Crain.
Thank you.
And congratulations again on all of your success. And thank you for listening to this episode of Talks with Tyler ISD. If you would like to know more about all things Tyler ISD, you can always download our Tyler ISD app or sign up for our district newsletter at get.tylerisd.news. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Texas Bank and Trust. Subscribe to Talks with Tyler ISD on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Spotify. Please share this episode with your friends and family.